You were right, the stream was coming back, but for the wrong music? Wrong reason. Not for the music fading out, but because I'm actually back here. Yeah, well, I'll do a little bit more Age of Calamity. I put my Switch in sleep mode. I put my controller here. Tell you what, we'll do a little bit more of this, and then, let's go gambling. I feel so welcomed. I kind of mismashed some leftovers together into a wonton chicken soup. It's actually pretty good. That, nice comforting kind of food there, so it, you know, that worked out pretty decently well. Now, Age of Imprisonment, Age of Calamity was the... whatever. I keep on saying Age of Calamity all the time. Usually I catch myself, but I don't always. But I'm calling this game Age of Calamity literally all the time. Gourmand Goron. Like, I just think Age of Imprisonment. I don't like the name either. I think, Age of Imprisoning would probably sound a little bit better, but even that, I don't like the name. Age of Calamity. That sounds cool. It's like, ooh. Age of Imprisonment is like, oh, it's the age of one particular thing that happened, rather than Calamity sounds like more about the era. Like, there's some crazy stuff going on across a long historical period, as opposed to just like, it's the age of one particular event that happened. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. The Gourmand Goron, a request is coming to help locate a missing Goron who's exceedingly fond of food. Wow, we've never seen that in a Zelda game before. No time to spare. Calmo and the Night Construct heads to the Gerudo Desert to carry out an urgent search. Okay. Let's see here. I'll get some EXP up there. I'm getting emails of something that does not matter currently, so I'm going to leave that be. Let's go ahead and do that some more. Use my amiibo bonuses for the day. Keep on getting EXP and stuff. We are. Let's do a smidge of this, and then we'll play some of this stupid Ever Crisis.
I'm setting out.
Or whatever the heck. I gotta get on top of that already. Gerudo Desert, a vast desert which covers the majority of the Gerudo region. Its swirling sands swelter in the midday sun, grow chillingly cold after dark. Alright, let's see it. A missing Goron's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Let's go find him, bud. I can hold this now. Huh? Did I? Hold on. I'm continuing to hold it. Oh. Okay, that's what that is, I guess. And this one is same kind of thing, I guess, maybe? Oh boy, we haven't heard this battle theme a bazillion times already. Someone help me, Goro! Just keep on facing the same bosses over and over and over and over again. Look, there he is. Don't worry, we're coming for you. I guess you could argue that's kind of the same thing with the other Hyrule Warriors games as well. I mean, I kind of liked in the other Hyrule Warriors game, and even Fire Emblem. Are you here to see me, Goro? This is because I'm such a nice guy. I kind of liked having a little bit more diversified bosses in the form of, what's that got to do with anything? Just heard that Goro went missing and my bud was already off rushing to find you. I don't know, one singular bomb. Because in the other Hyrule Warriors games, or Fire Emblem Warriors, your opponents would often be like other human-sized people. You know, the other characters that you'd be facing. And so they each have like their own attack patterns and things to play around. And if you've played as them before, you kind of know what's in their kit, and now you're on the other side where you're facing them. But you don't really have that in this game, because it doesn't really seem like there's many opponents that become playable characters or anything like that. So we're just kind of facing the same big bosses of, whatever the heck you are again. Why am I blanking here? Taluses. We've got Taluses, Hinoxes, Moblins, the King Bokoblins, or whatever the heck. And we just keep on facing those same kinds of bosses over and over and over again for the entire game. So, kind of mad there. I don't know. Hey, Harmonia, if you were to be given another classic car, what would you want it to be? I would definitely have to think about that. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe face value answer might be an even older Fargo, but oh my god. I know my dad's answer would be, I forgot the name of it, but some sort of 70s, like, Dodge muscle car kind of thing. Like an actual proper sports car. Whoa, that goes fast and does stuff like that. I just kind of like cool, unique history things. But I don't know, I haven't really thought about it too much there. Whoa. So I do be happy with my current truck. Here, you can't stop me. Okay, you stopped me from continuing to get that. Yeah, I'm gonna hear that like all the time. This is what's gonna be the case. Speaking of old vehicles, just yesterday, Cool Unique History sound like you'd be a Studebaker man? Maybe. I've seen a few Studebakers around at like different shows and stuff. I kind of like the Fargo and the Mercury for being cool parts of Canadian history. If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing out here all by yourself anyway? Well, I thought I found this huge tasty rock, but once I got close, it went and attacked me. So much for my snack, Goro. Oh, back here again we go. I kind of like the cool, unique Canadian history that comes with them, where there's like a little bit of a story to tell and all that. Not even pulling the string. Maybe you don't have to with this. Press repeatedly. Look, Christmas colors. Well, now it's just red. It's not red and green anymore. Studebaker's last operating factory before they died was in Canada. Oh, maybe it'd be a Studebaker then. I don't know. Dang it, I swear I hit X there. What the hell? I swear I'm hitting... Here. There we go. No, I can't do anything about that fast enough. You're all the way over here now. But anyway, when it comes to cool stuff with old vehicles, just yesterday when my dad got home from clearing out my grandparents' place some more there, he ended up bringing home a little bit of a picture album that detailed the restoration and early adventures with the Mercury truck. So I'd always heard before that it used to be like a light gray bluish. This is my first time actually seeing what it used to look like. So I got to see what it looked like for the first time. Like, ever, really. So, yeah, the red and the black was not its original colors. Here, let me just post this Discord server for sending myself images. Ones that definitely do not list the address there or anything like that. Here, let's post this one here. This doesn't have like anything sensitive or anything like that. So I've been looking through some of this album here. So when it comes to like old vehicle stuff, this is kind of cool. So this is like the early part of the restoration here. Like first taking it apart. This is what it used to look like. These were the colors of the Mercury before the restoration happened, and literally tearing the whole thing apart, fixing it all up, putting it all back together again. So judging by the timestamp here, it looks like this was 2002. So I mean, this truck has been restored for over 20 years now. Is kind of the case. So let's see here. I post this one here as well. So, you know, quite the stark difference when it got fully restored and all that. But yeah, that's the way that used to look like. And it is literally my first time ever seeing what it used to look like was yesterday. But now clearly it looks a whole lot nicer nowadays. When nowadays it looks like, here, can I select photos? I mean, how do I go to like my favorites or something here? No, that's just directly through folders. Oh, what the heck? I have no idea where the heck I have a photo of the Mercury. But if I scroll down far enough, I technically reach one. I don't know how the heck I files? I'm still getting used to like the Samsung phone here. Files doesn't do anything. Photos. All right, Discord is bugging out now. Now it's completely frozen. Studebaker, Packard, Hudson, and Nash were the American independent car companies. Nash and Hudson tried to get all four of them merged and to compete with the big three, but Studebaker and Packard said no. Hudson and Nash went on to form American Motors Corporation, and Studebaker merged with the Packard to make the Studebaker-Packard Corporation. Studebaker-Packard died in 1966, and American Motors went in to also merge with Willys, aka Jeep, then went on until the early 1980s when they were bought out by Chrysler. Huh. Yeah, because I've never heard about a Studebaker nowadays, but I have, seen lots of these old shows that I go to. I try to add an image. I can't even add anything. I've shown plenty of images of the Mercury before around on this channel, so whatever. Whatever. You just see, like, the backside there. But it was really cool to see, like, what it used to look like. Kind of pre-restoration there. I wish that there was a picture with, like, the tree growing through the box that I've heard about. But maybe there was no images of that. Or maybe one day we'll find something or other like that. I don't know. Right up your ass. Well. Okay, well. Weak point smash, you just did. But yeah, I do quite like old vehicles in general. If I had like some sort of wish granted where I had like any old vehicle I want, I'd have to actually look into it and be like, ooh, what do I want? Now that our little problem's taken care of, now we can get out of here and... I'm starving after all that fighting, Goro. How about we find some rocks to eat first? They sure do be. Controlling Bratton, a spear-wielding Goron youth who spins his weapon and body alike to strike at enemies. Surprisingly enough, the Zonai cooking pot he wears as a helmet can be used to attack as well. Press X repeatedly while using some of his strong attacks to continue attacking. They truly don't. You know, play as oh my god, look how the spear goes with him. Head for tasty-looking rocks. This is nothing. Hey, where do you think you're rolling off to? I just want to go home. I legitimately thought his name was Brandon. My gut's telling me there should be something tasty right around here. We're playing Brandon. Brandon the Goron. My heavy attack is just that. Defeat many enemies. My string is this. Oh, darn. Guess my gut was wrong. Whoa, at least buy him a drink first. I don't get it. How are we supposed to know which rocks are good to eat and which ones aren't? Yo, truly. Hold on. Fine. Bomb it is. Okay, well. Watch this, Goro. Okay, come on. And then do this some more. Big spin. That goes on for a bit, huh? Are all of his attacks just like different forms of spinning? He died there. By the way, I hear you two have been going all over the place lately. That's amazing, Goro. Yeah, before Hyrule got turned inside out, I was looking for somewhere to put down roots. I have to defeat many enemies, apparently. Oh, then I bet you know where all the best rocks are. Well, that's that one. Well, if I ever end up playing Zelda in a tabletop RPG campaign, I'll be sure to name my Goron character Brandon. Brandon the Goron. Oh, take a look over there, Goro. Gotta give that a try. What? Where? Huh? Fire boss Bokoblin and its allies appeared. Give what a try. Hold on, that's not a rock. It's a fire monster. Do like my food nice and toasty, but I don't want to be the one getting cooked, Goro. Here. Yeah, themes like this is like, the music's good. It's just hard to hear over the other stuff. Maybe I even turn the other stuff down further. It's like I already turned up the sound. All right. But I do want to hear the music. This actually sounds kind of cool. This is a little bit better. Yeah, this is a bit better, actually, I think. Well, that's not a boulder. It's a rock. Oh, defeat 20 fire breathless Alphos. I didn't even realize there was any of those around here, but okay. Yeah, that's too late there now, I guess. Yeah, the good old adaptive music and all that. We will never get to appreciate this music if we keep on breaking weak points. Watch this, Goro. Oh, it wanted me to... I hit that a little late. Whoops, and I hit the wrong one on top of that. These ones are short. Watch me get the flurry rush. Never mind. Yeah, come on. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Dang it, and he stopped doing his thing. Me and Punch intentionally playing the game bad to enjoy the music. Yeah, you gotta play it bad and not break weak points in order to enjoy the music. This makes me think that, like, the soundtrack has gotta be even worse if you play on difficulties that aren't very hard, where you're, you know, breaking weak points more often in the lower difficulties. Why'd that not stun him? Then you'd truly never be able to appreciate the music. There, I got the flare rush that time. Because the parts that I'm picking up here, it's good. It's really quite good. But yeah, because of the adaptive music, I can rarely ever, you know, take it in. And the other sounds are just so loud that I can never truly hear it. It's like, I think turning down the sound effects. I might even turn down one more notch. I want to hear the music. Just really turn sound effects down. No, apply. Like, making the sound effects nice and quiet so we can actually listen to the music and stuff. Like the opposite of how Devil May Cry players who complain about the music are people who are bad at the game. Our Warriors players who complain about the music are too good at the game and break weak points too often. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Okay, give us the regular music again. Watch this, Goro. What? Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, a fire Lionel appeared. What did I even just flare? I've had enough of all this fighting. I'm starving half to death over here. You tell him, Brandon.
Watch this, Goro.
Watch this. Yeah, just... That's what you get for trying to chow down in the middle of the desert. I'm trying my best to try and high five here. It's teamwork time. X repeatedly. Those face plants at the end. Ice, I guess? I don't know. Okay, well. Do a little smidge of this. Now, before you get me with that. Ouch. Here. If that guy gets close. That was close, speaking of. Ow! You know how much Elden Ring Night Rain I was playing earlier today and I can't dodge the most simple things? Okay, go ahead and do that. Ambusher of the Gerudo Desert Fire Lionel. I wanted to see his special, but I wanted the boss Bokoblin to get a bit closer. There we go, that works. Let's see his special attack. Here I Goro! I half expected him to say. We'll never be able to truly appreciate the music. It's not happening. It simply is not. Okay. Okay. Do a little smidge of this. Get some water fruit in there. And then a little bit of wind. Don't want to be at work anymore. I want to go home, sit down on my computer, and shoot lamb balls with a musket. I presume that's in Pal World there. Here, do that or something. How about? Bombs! Okay, well, can basically get a weak point smash for free with Link doing it that way, but not Link. Nah, Brandon isn't the kind of guy to throw around puns mid-combat. I don't know if Here I Goro would necessarily be a pun, but, here, high five. Aim, what, it keeps on bringing it way down to start out with. Man, that hurts my eyes. I've never had a game hurt my eyes before like this game. Well, no, that's a lie. I forgot about Last of Us Part 1 on PC. Now that I actually think about it. That's not quite true. But there's not many games that hurt my eyes like this, I should say. Here, get out of here while you're in midair. Defeated Fire Lionel and its allies. My inputs do nothing, which means the battle's over. Oh yeah, that as well. That definitely hurt my eyes. You're right. That game definitely hurt my eyes more than this. My mind's made up, Goro. Sticking with you guys from now on. Saying yourself, but just so you know, I don't have a clue about what rocks are tasty or not. That's alright. I'll hunt them down myself. Once I do, maybe we can have a big feast. Where did you pull that out of? Great idea, except I don't eat rocks. Are you even listening to me here? I've seen that model before. I know exactly what you're talking about. One time a friend sent me 500 to 1 cigarette adapted 3D print model as a joke. I would have actually printed it for fun if it wasn't for the fact that it was 255 millimeter wide, so 25.5 centimeters wide, when I have a 250 millimeter cube print size, so it's just a little bit too big. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scale it down to like one of those 200 something cigarette adapters. Super smoke. Here, I got all this stuff. I got a diamond. Apparently I have 4 in my inventory. Sprint is coming along there. Obviously a lot slower overall, but we're getting like 4 done at once. They look like they're coming along okay. Brandon, Goron Warrior, A young Goron and enthusiastic gourmand of any rock the world has to offer. His decision to leave Death Mountain and fight in the defense of Hyrule was, in truth, motivated by a desire to sample rocks from every corner of the continent. For a once peak efficiency, truly. We actually got some good efficiency going on with the printer right now. So sleepy, Goro. Apparently, Brandon gets so sleepy on night watch as driving him out of his mind. Easy answer would just be falling asleep on the job. I don't think that's an option. Let's give the guy some materials that'll keep him wide awake all night long. Here's that.
I'll be even better now.
Brandon snatched the materials out of my hands and raced off to his post. Apparently, he got through his shift no problem. Had so much energy left over after the sun came up that he was in the training ground all day trying to work it off. Guess our little pick-me-up did the trick. Get a multicolor print and start printing coasters sideways. Pack like 60 of them on a print bed. Oh god, that would just be asking for one of them to fall over like a domino and destroy everything. It'll only increase color change amount by like 500 times. Yeah, that would definitely be a bit of an experience. So much wasted plastic. It's so much potential for it to go wrong. Because if it's only adhered to the bed on like a flat line, like yay thick, there's no way that's staying on there as the nozzle's going across here. Like that's gonna peel off. Physics won't be happy with that. I risk me sounding like an idiot. A 500 to 1 cigarette adapter. So I just distill a bunch of cig into one super cig. So you literally just smoke 500 cigarettes at once. And like you suck through one point essentially. People have designed some really silly like multi-cigarette adapters. Like if I literally just turn on display capture here. If I just look up on printables, like cigarette adapter. Look, it's right here. It's one of the first ones that comes up. 500 cigarette adapter. Not safe for work, it's labeled as. Yeah. This is the 500 cigarette adapter. So you can smoke 500 cigarettes at once. This is the technology 3D printing provides us with. The 500 cigarettes adapter is designed for the ultimate smoking experience. Inspired by the iconic scene with Bortus and Clyden from the science fiction show The Orville. I've only seen this before, I've never read this before. This innovative adapter allows you to smoke up to 500 cigarettes simultaneously. The model is compatible with cigarettes that have a diameter ranging from 7.5mm to 8mm, ensuring a perfect fit for a wide variety of cigarette brands. And then yeah, a whole bunch of model stuff here. The smoke is bad for your health. Use this product at your own risk. It's in 409 collections people have put it in. Cool print someone put it in here. 133 people have made it and posted photos of their make. At least the gentlemen. I guess not everyone has posted a photo of their make. I guess a lot of this is just comments. I'm used to checking this and you see a whole bunch of like pictures that people have made of it. 2 photos of 2 makes. It's literally just everyone just commenting about it. I was so used to scrolling through here and seeing makes, but yeah, what the? Okay. Yeah, there's a few cigarette adapters. Like, I wonder how many things you've designed there. Like, look at this. This is a 10 cigarettes Dyson V6 adapter. Introducing the latest innovation in vacuum technology. The 10 cigarettes Dyson V6 adapter. Experience the next level of smoking efficiency with this revolutionary addition to the Dyson V6 family. I guess you could literally attach this onto a vacuum, a Dyson, so that your vacuum cleaner can smoke cigs. My god, I know what they're talking about. That scene in the Orville where they make holographic cigs and get addicted. So you're familiar with that there. Felix Puzzle. Look, they've done some cool things there. Yeah, and then all sorts of different cigarette adapters. Double cigarette HDMI adapter. Turn your PlayStation, Xbox, or TV into a chain smoker with this double cigarette HDMI adapter. This adapter allows you to smoke 2 cigarettes in high definition, up to 8K 120 FPS. The design optimizes the airflow and has a comfortable oval-shaped mouthpiece with an HDMI port to achieve high definition airflow and suction. You know, so some people who design like 3D models and upload them to websites like these, a lot of them are just filthy memers. This is what a lot of them truly are. This is everything this person has designed. They're all just cigarette adapters and then a little puzzle and a phone mount. The rest are just different variants of cigarette adapters for either you, your vacuum, or your HDMI cable. Okay, well, there's some really funny 3 models that people have designed. Some are pretty good. Press repeatedly during X attacks to attack multiple times to increase attack power. Yeah, truly. Gotta appeal to the consumer. Knows the target audience, burning up. Brandon has been doing all he can to help the folks taking refuge in Elden, but regular all Hylians can't stand the heat like a Goron can, so people have been getting real nasty burns left and right. Let's help them out with some stuff that's nice and cool, yeah? Here, sure, let's do it.
I'll be even better
No
now.
surprise here, but Brandon ran off to help those refugees the second we handed over those materials. Between the swelter and heat and the freezing cold, Hyrule can be a pretty merciless place when it wants to be, I'll tell you what. 3D printing really advances our get cancer technologies. Truly it does. I'm getting another email. And it's one that I, once again, don't have to worry about. I'm sure breathing 3D printing plastic all the time doesn't help either. Yeah, that doesn't help either. I mean, my room here very commonly smells like plastic, considering it's not an enclosed printer. I mean, I could make it enclosed if I was dedicated enough. But, you know, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna lose this territory. Oh no, I don't care. It wants me to do that, apparently. Nothing else I can do around here. So I guess I do this, the Counter-Strike. Maybe we'll do the Counter-Strike. And then either one more, or then we go gambling. Stupid gacha game or something? I don't know. Maybe? Here, let's see. The Counter-Strike.
Shall we spar, Your Majesty?
Perhaps this will help.
Here, and then just one of the little one-for things. What's just a one-for? Here, a Hydra Melon. I'm gonna turn up my volume. This is pretty chill battle preparation music. I've just never been able to take it in. Maybe the whole adaptive music and not being able to hear things is just like swaying my opinion of the soundtrack of this game, and I haven't realized that below the surface, if you take the time to figure out how to and actually do take the time to listen to it, it actually is good.